There's vomiting. Yeah.
Very bad sensation.
Yeah. Regurgitation.
There is another symptom called nausea.
Nausea.
This is
right.
the phase before to vomit. Sensation of vomiting
right.
only.
Let me write that word down. Do you wanna explain it a little more, Ahmed? I think you'll do a better job explaining it than me.
In this scene, I wanted to use the board as a visual aid in order to introduce the vocabulary. And I wanted to use the board also to introduce other vocabularies associated with it.
When you're pregnant, you feel nausea. Yeah, definitely. But like when you're feeling nausea, do you usually feel dizziness? Right. Dizziness, like you're disoriented. There's another vocabulary here. Yeah. You're kind of. Yeah, when you're dizzy, you feel like the room's spinning around you. You can't focus on things. Yeah, dizziness and disoriented. It's similar. Yeah, nausea. I didn't put that there. And you guys can help each other out and kind of, get the rest of the symptoms or answer the questions. So it looks like most people didn't get around to answering the questions. Some people did. Okay, so do you guys want me to pair you guys up? Okay, I'll just pair you guys up. Okay, so I'll just do this simply. Okay, so you two, and you two, and you two, you two, and you two. We'll take a bow. Like, you got the Metaflex, right? Yeah, I'll have you guys discuss for about 5 minutes.
So many symptoms.
What do you get?
Okay.
What difference between the soul and
It's the time takes to start feeling safe and
Ready?
And
In this scene, I went around the classroom making sure the students understood the task and gave feedback, both implicit and explicit.
It's about handling.
Oh, right.
Hunter is a female.
Actually, I'm familiar with CDC.
Okay.
There is two Fahrenheit system. Fahrenheit system. I'm familiar with the CDC degree. So
36, yeah.
Yeah.
36 is
the normal body.
outside of the body. Outside the body is 36. But inside is 37.5.
The normal body temperature.
So a cold. So what's the difference between a cold and a flu? Time difference, right? So the video mentioned about the time and how severe the what is it? Fever, right?
Yeah.
The fever, right? So if you have a fever of, let's say, 103, then what do you have? 103 Fahrenheit.
103?
Yeah.
It's
Fahrenheit.
flu.
The flu, right?
Flu.
So the cold is below 100, right? Okay. So, and what other symptoms does a cold have?
Body ache.
So the symptoms are similar to flu.
Yeah.
Pretty
But
much,
more,
right?
more severe in flu.
Right, severe. So the severity is the
And
difference.
progression of
right?
symptoms also. Very fast in flu.
Right.
Within hours.
I'm going to be a doctor.
He is a
I'm gonna erase this. So yeah, pretty much.
And the
flu.
causative agent of flu is, I'm sorry, for flu, it's like influenza.
Influenza.
H1N1, many types.
Right. So
I
there's
have
no
swine flu, I have bird flu, I have goat flu.
the influenza. It's pretty much the flu, right? And it's meant to. There's a lot of different types, but people like to generalize it. It's just
And occur epidemics now, in World War epidemics.
epidemic.
For
right,
flu,
right.
yeah.
It was, yeah. Yeah. So the difference between a cold and a flu is pretty much the severity of the symptoms, right? Severity of symptoms. So yeah, flu, I suppose you can consider it as like an extreme cold, right? An extreme version of a cold. And as we said, as Ahmed said, if your fever gets really, really high, go to the hospital. Take care of yourself, don't let it go up that high. So what's the difference between the flu, the cold, the cold and the flu and the allergies? Because what is it? Is it almost April? That means,
The pollen.
Flowers, yeah, pollen. How many of you guys have spring allergies from flowers? And no, nobody? It's just me and. Yeah. So like next month, when flowers are going around, you guys are gonna see me sneezing a lot because I have a terrible allergy to pollen. So what's the difference between? So yeah, don't bring flowers around me. I'll start sneezing. So allergies. What can you tell me about allergies?
No fever.
No fever. No body aches. Right. Interactive chart here to help you guys.
In this scene, I wanted to relate the topic back to the student's background knowledge.
Countries. But what are some things that you do in your country? Like let's say for China, what do you guys do to prevent sickness? Like, do you have any techniques or any? Because I heard everybody saying "wow" over there. Do you want to share? Do you want to share what you said?
Egypt, I think it's.
Do you want to share what you said? That I don't want to get sick either.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, that's a home remedy.
Home remedy.
Home remedies.
Okay.
I don't know other family if they do like this. When the kid get a cold, put the aspirin pill in a very strong alcohol and fire it. When it gets colder, drink.
Fire it.
Fire
So the fire,
Yeah.
so the fire burns off the alcohol,
Yeah.
Interesting.
basically.
It's very interesting.
And he sleeps like that.
Yeah. Baby fall for babies. In America they do that. They do this thing where they they soak the finger with alcohol and let the baby suck on it. Like in whiskey, I think. I don't know. I don't know if that works.
Some people do, but
Yeah. Some people do.
you get in trouble now doing that.
What are some other techniques? Maybe in Brazil. What do you guys do? You said
We drink lots of teas.
right. Lots of
Honey
teas.
and lemon and
Right.
garlic teas
Right.
and chamomile.
Chamomile.
Yeah.
Do you know why they put honey in tea? Honey, or they drink honey when you get sick. Do you know why?
Honey for the sore throat.
Right.
So
It helps loosen your throat.
Sore throat, yeah.
Right. It coats the throat so it's not as sore.
Yeah.
And you also drink lemon because
Yeah.
vitamin C.
And also
Right.
garlic.
Garlic?
Garlic.
I have a question for the doctors.
Tea garlic.
Sure.
Isn't it the case that you shouldn't give honey to very small children? Have you ever heard this?
Yeah, before 1 year old.
Yeah,
Like that.
because I don't know why. Is it
It's hyper.
some kind of protein or something.
something
inside,
in the honey? Yeah.
Inside the honey, they cannot digest or it's
Have you heard
very
this?
harmful.
No.
You should listen. This is the East Asian wisdom of medicine. I was told this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And sometimes, okay.
No, go ahead.
They put water and honey to mix it, more this visit. So can't drink it for children, maybe more than 9.
With what?
Put water and honey. And it's common in Egypt to put lemon in tea.
Lemon in tea.
Yeah, that's why we mix together.
And makes it. But some debate about the effect of a lemon because the vitamin C is destroyed very easy with heat.
Yeah.
So it's
You don't want to drink
And we-
preferred
too hot.
to drink it as it is. It's like juice.
Right.
Drink it.
And sugar affects the vitamin C too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very weak vitamin C actually.
Yeah.
So when you drink vitamin C, you don't want to
Fresh vegetable only, fresh fruits. If you put your fruit for 2 to 3 days in your regimen, it lose vitamin effect, not effect.
Mhm.
I'm the one that's learning today.
Yeah,
It's really
that's good.
I love it.
The light affected the vitamin C.
Yes.
Light.
I'll never ever get
Good
sick.
to know.
Even though light is
So if you see the packet for vitamin C the tablet,
Brown.
Brown.
obviously you see that the packet
put it up cool temperature.
not clear, I mean
It's a brown plastic. It's
yeah,
dark plastic.
because the effect of light on vitamin C.
Vitamin C is it's sensitive to light.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe later we should put the vegetable into the brown plastic bag.
Maybe.
Keep your vegetables in a dark place. Yeah.
In this scene, after discussing the background knowledge of the students, I wanted to introduce the American culture.
You know what people tend to eat? It's somewhat traditional in the U.S. when they get sick. I mean, yeah, we drink tea. You know, we try to take a lot of vitamin C, but you know, there's one thing that America always think on when they get sick. Ginger, I think that's a little.
Chicken.
Chicken skin.
Chicken
Noodles.
Right,
Soup.
right. Chicken noodle soup.
Also chicken stock,
Oh,
too.
chicken stock.
Chicken broth.
Yeah,
bouillon.
chicken-based soup. Yeah. Do you know why?
There's a lot of protein.
Right, protein, yeah, because
Because it's easier to make.
yeah, I think this is easier to. Yeah, I think it's somewhat easier to make. But I think the saying when you get sick, you lose a lot of sodium, you know, and you lose a lot of liquid. So, because you know, even though sodium's really bad, you know, for you, you lose a lot of sodium when you get sick. And when the chicken noodle soup, you know, chicken has protein, right? And noodle is carbohydrates. And in the soup, there's vegetables in there.
And it's
You know?
liquid, so you're
Yeah, it's
hydrated.
liquid, so you're drinking. You know, it's water, so you're taking in. So it's like it's a little bit of everything. So people in America, because you know, like in your country, you don't eat chicken noodle soup, right? Yeah.
During the time the SARS,
Mhm.
a lot of people drink this soup.
Right.
Yeah, for different the SARS.
Right. And like when you think about it, like when you want to eat something like quick and just everything for your nutrients, you eat soup, don't you? You think about it, because the soup has everything. Yeah. If you get
Maybe
sick.
also we put carrot and potato
Right.
soup.
Salad.
Like, carrot, potato, and kind also. There is another vegetable I don't know.
Carrots, potatoes, onions,
Onions.
sometimes celery. It's the long,
Yeah, this
crispy
one.
one.
Yeah, this one.
long with a leaf on the top.
Yeah, this one.
Celery.
It's called what?
It's called celery. Celery or celery?
Oh,
Please spell it, because I can't.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's very crunchy when it's raw,
Mhm.
but when you boil it, it's because it actually celery has a lot of fiber.